The truth is that God was still very much at work, preparing to fulfill his promise in a way greater than anybody could ever have imagined. And yet, just like kids on Christmas Eve, God's people were waiting for a promise that had already been made. They didn't know exactly when, they didn't know exactly how, but they knew that a Savior was coming. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. Skipping down to verse 6, it says, "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." Isaiah spoke those words about 700 years before the birth of Jesus. 700. Isaiah's words, please understand, they weren't just poetry. They were a prophetic promise from God to a people who were hurting. It was a declaration that light would break into their darkness, that a child would come who would bring peace and bring justice and bring salvation. There's some powerful lessons to be learned. Sometimes our lives feel a lot like that. They feel a lot like that dark period between the promises of God and the fulfillment of those promises. Maybe you've prayed for something for years and you haven't seen it yet. Maybe you're longing for healing or restoration or some kind of clarity to a situation that feels and looks hopeless. And like the people who are waiting for the Messiah, we are called to hold on to what God has already said. His word doesn't change. Let me say that again. His word doesn't change. His promises don't expire. If he said he's going to do something, guess what? He's going to do something.